All right, so this is a Mizukihara Uchigumori. This is a Jito um, on the medium hard to hard side, and this is the all steel Oroshigane Kiridashi with a hamon, and the last use was on that Koma Nagura, and I could polish that rock clad knife on here as well, but I mean, what's the point? Other than to show how it works on wrought, which is nice. But I'm not really concerned about uchi polishes on cladded knives. It's not really my go-to. It can look nice, but I haven't really worried about that too much in any of my progressions. So I will just show this guy here. I haven't lapped this in forever. All of my sword stones are just kind of put away, not used a whole lot. So I'm not sure how the surface is, but we'll see how it goes. And like I said, this is you can see the original reflection in the cladding, or not the cladding, but the G area. And here we go. Yeah, I should have probably lapped it, but see if we can't find a good flat spot. There we go. So obviously I can't move all over the entire surface of this stone. It's not fully lapped out. My plan is to slightly dome this uchi, which I haven't gotten to yet. And you can see it's a pretty dark swarf there. And the polish is looking really nice. I'll spend about another minute on it to refine it up a bit. This has always been a really nice uchi. I've used this on my Nihonta inspired works. It's not my hardest uchi, but it's a hard one. You can hear it kind of really rubbing against the stone. Some of the harder ones will do this kind of like skipping around a little bit while also peeling steel. With a perfectly flat surface, it'd probably do it a little less though. Right. So that was about a minute, over a minute. And you can see where, now I know you would want to go at this with a Hato first, which I should have probably done before this Jito in a video, but this works as well. When you're dealing with flat on flat surfaces, it's still going to act a little bit differently than a domed uchi against a sword that's got a lot of curvature to it. It would work in a more of a burnishing manner than the way it's grabbing and rubbing really well on these flat surfaces, but it would be a little less dark. And what I mean by dark is you can see the light source where it's kind of brown on the G, and then towards the edge where it's really hard, it's brighter. So this is typical of a Western JNAT polish, but also specifically in uchi. They typically always do this on flat surfaces where it's a nice dark or darkish unhardened area. But you can see in some angles, there you go, that it's white, you know what I mean, which is the point, at least for Hato. Jitos, as long as the hardness is matched well, they should polish brighter and do a good job of showing the details before going to finger stones. Sometimes helps if it's, you know, flooded and constantly flooded with no slurry. But I mean, this is just, you can't really escape the slurry with this combination of flat on flat. Anyway, not really much to show. Uchi, they're pretty self-explanatory. They're, you know, very similar to each other, even with different hardnesses. But there is a big difference between the really soft ones like the Hato we use for Hato and these Jitos, where you get far less black swarf and way more mud. And so this is a good example. It's really clean. There's no lines in it that are going to be all skippy and real crappy on an all steel construction. So that is all I've got for today, and hope you guys enjoyed that. See ya.